Episode 5 of The Boys Season 5 slows the main plot down, but it does something more important. It shows how power spreads through systems, not just individuals. Instead of focusing only on fights or missions, the episode looks at how propaganda, ego, fear, and control shape every character's choices. By the end, it becomes clear that the real danger is not just Homelander's strength. It's the world that is being built around him. The episode opens with Firecracker presenting the idea of turning Homelander into a religious figure. This isn't just a PR move. It's a shift in how power works. Before, Homelander wanted to be loved. Now, he wants to be worshipped. There's a difference between those two things. Love can fade away. Worship is stronger because it removes doubt. When people worship someone, they stop questioning them. Firecracker's campaign shows how this is being done step by step. First, they gather data. Then they build a narrative. Then they introduce symbols like the Homelander Bible. This mirrors how real belief systems are built. It's not sudden. It's gradual. However, Homelander rejects being called a prophet. He doesn't want to serve something higher. He wants to replace it. This is important because it shows his mindset clearly. He's no longer trying to fit into a system. He's trying to become the system itself. This part of the episode explores a simple idea. Power becomes stronger when people believe in it. Homelander already has physical power, but that isn't enough anymore. He wants control over how people think. That's why religion becomes useful to him. Religion shapes identity, behavior, and loyalty. The symbolism here is clear. The Homelander Bible represents how truth can be rewritten. It shows that stories can be used as tools. Once people accept a story, it becomes reality to them. Sister Sage warns that this will cause chaos. This matters because she understands something others don't. You can't force belief too quickly. If you push too hard, people resist. That tension between control and resistance runs through the whole episode. Firecracker's storyline is one of the most grounded parts of the episode. Her past comes back through Reverend Greg, who represents her original belief system. When she's forced to attack her own church, it becomes a personal betrayal. She's not just doing propaganda. She's destroying something she once believed in. Her emotional reaction on live TV is important. To the audience in the show, it looks like passion. In reality, it's conflict. By the end, Firecracker has fully committed to Homelander. She throws away her old faith and chooses him completely. But that choice does not save her. Homelander kills her anyway. This shows a harsh truth. Loyalty doesn't protect you in a system built on fear. In fact, it makes you more disposable. Firecracker's death is not random. Homelander kills her with a bald eagle, which is a symbol of America. This is very direct symbolism. It shows how nationalism and violence are being tied together. The symbol of freedom becomes a weapon. It also reinforces Homelander's new identity. He's not just a person anymore. He's trying to become the embodiment of a country, a belief, and a god all at once. The subplot with Black Noir in the deep focuses on performance. Noir attends acting classes, which might seem like a joke, but it reveals something deeper. Noir wants to be seen as more than what he's forced to be. Acting becomes a way for him to understand himself. But that's dangerous in a system like VOT. Adam Burke tells Noir that the way to defeat a narcissist is to expose them publicly. Noir follows that advice and challenges Deep on their podcast. Deep's response isn't to grow or reflect. He reacts with violence. He kills Burke in a brutal way. Both Firecracker and Noir learn the same lesson in different ways. Speaking honestly or acting independently leads to consequences. Blind loyalty is what keeps you safe, but only temporarily. This is how VOT works. It's not about truth or talent. It's about staying in line. The boys' side of the story is simpler, but very important. The focus here is on how they're dealing with the idea of death. has changed the most. He's calmer because he has accepted that he might die. This isn't peace in a happy sense. It's acceptance. Butcher is different. He wants to die, but only after finishing his mission. His purpose is entirely tied to killing Homelander. Huey is caught in between. He still believes there's a right way to do things. That creates tension between him and Butcher. Terror scenes might look like comic relief, but they actually reflect the main themes in a simpler way. Terror acts on instinct. He eats what he wants, chases what he wants, and doesn't think about consequences. Humans in this episode aren't that different. The chocolate scene is especially symbolic. Everyone knows it's harmful to dogs, but terror eats it anyway. This mirrors how characters keep making choices that hurt them. Terror surviving after being forced to throw up also reflects the idea of damage and recovery. Unlike the humans in this story, he gets a second chance. Sage's storyline is where the episode becomes more dangerous. She reveals a plan that goes far beyond Homelander. She talks about starting a global conflict using the soup-killing virus and then blaming humans. This would lead to a war that wipes out large parts of the population. Her goal isn't just for control, it's for a total reset. However, it's unclear if she's telling the truth. Sage is always thinking ahead. She may be manipulating Ashley. This uncertainty is important. It makes Sage unpredictable. While Homelander is driven by emotion, Sage is driven by logic. Soldier Boy's role in this episode is about legacy and masculinity. Mr. Marathon offers him a chance to take control and replace Homelander. This is what Soldier Boy would have wanted before, but he refuses. Instead, he stays loyal to Homelander. This is surprising, but it shows that Soldier Boy values dominance in a different way. He wants to prove strength through loyalty, not betrayal. Homelander respects this. Their relationship becomes stronger because of it. The LA sequence with Mr. Marathon and the comedians highlights another theme. Everything is performance. Even rebellion can become performative. The people trying to stop Homelander are still part of the same system. They use the same spaces, the same culture, and the same methods. This shows how hard it is to truly escape a system once you're inside it. The episode ends with Firecracker's death. This moment ties together all the themes. She gave up her past, her beliefs, and her identity for Homelander. In return, she expected protection, but instead, she's killed. This reinforces the idea that systems built on fear don't reward loyalty. They consume it. Homelander killing Firecracker also marks a turning point. He's no longer pretending to care about his followers. He's acting purely on ego. Episode 5 is less about action and more about structure. It shows how power spreads through belief, fear, and control. The symbolism supports these ideas through religion, national imagery, and even small details like terror's behavior. By the end, the episode makes one thing clear. The biggest threat isn't just Homelander or Sage's people. It's the world they're building. And once that world is fully in place, it will be much harder to tear it down. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.